Hello, my name is Dr. Abhinav. I'm the Associate Dean of Admissions and Enrollment Management at Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine, which we affectionately call OUWB. I'm honored to welcome you to our school's traditional white coat ceremony. To all of our guests and our students from the class of 2027, welcome. Many of you have come here from quite a distance to celebrate with us and participate in this ceremony, and we are happy that you're here. We also recognize that there are some students whose families could not make the trip to be with them here today, and we'll be streaming this event live on our website so that many of these family members and friends can watch. And we welcome you all to this ceremony. So while this is my first white coat ceremony as the member of the OUWB family, I'm fully aware of its significance. I've met and had the fortune of meeting many future physicians in my years working in admissions at Wayne State University School of Medicine, where I was previously employed until this spring, when I arrived at OUWB. I understand the sacrifices and the commitment that it takes to get here, and I'm so impressed with all of you. Class of 2027, you're in this room because we believe in you. We saw in you the qualities of an OUWB medical student, and today, we're ready to have you start on your medical school journey by giving you your first stethoscopes and helping you into that first white coat. But not just any white coat. Yours has a patch sewn onto the shoulder of its left sleeve. And I'd like to call your attention for a moment to the screen. This is our OUWB patch, itself a very important symbol. It represents the knowledge and the technical skills that you'll acquire and master. And it stands for the personal attributes of an OUWB-trained physician, the attributes that contribute to a compassionate, collaborative, and engaged physician. You could say at OUWB, we wear our values on our sleeve. So at this very special event, we have a number of honored guests here that I would like to welcome. I wish to recognize them now to express gratitude on being here in support of our school and especially our students. She is the president of Oakland University and a member of our OUWB faculty. Please welcome Dr. Ora Hirsch-Peskovitz. Please rise. And representing Corewell Health East, I have Dr. Barbara Ducketman, Chief Medical Officer. Please rise. And also the president of the medical staff at Corewell Health, William Beaumont University Hospital, Dr. Jay Fisher. And there's no medical school without the members of the administrative staff and team at OUWB. So may I have our staff members actually here please rise and be recognized. They're in the back right there, by the way. I don't know if you can see them all. Can you guys all wave for me, please? Cool. So I'm going to ask the assistant and the associate deans now to also rise and remain standing. May I also have all of our faculty members who are here please rise and remain standing. There are also faculty members from the Department of Foundational Medical Sciences, as well as Corewell physicians that are faculty members for clinical departments. If you're here also, please rise. Thank you all for being here on this extraordinary day. At this time, I would also like to thank our admissions committee as well and our other faculty and staff who are responsible for assembling the class of 2027. They screened and reviewed over 7,500 applications and then interviewed nearly 500 applicants, twice, as a matter of fact, to find the most qualified candidates. From there, the admissions committee had to select 125 students that are in the room here today. Supporting the admissions committee, however, was Allison Faust, who is serving as the interim assistant dean in the Office of Admissions. She did the heavy lifting in our area, and while we were in transition before I arrived. Allison, thank you very much. And finally, just one last individual to recognize. I also have from Oakland University, our Executive Vice President and Provost, Dr. Britt Rios-Ellis. If you can just wave. So now, without further delay, it is a privilege to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Ora Hirsch-Peskovitz. Dr. Peskovitz is a renowned pediatric endocrinologist who earned her medical degree from Northwestern University's Feinberg School of Medicine. She was a distinguished career that includes leadership positions in medical research, academia, and the University of Michigan, and in business at the Eli Lilly and Company. In 2017, she became the president of Oakland University, and since then, the university has increased academic success, scholarship, community engagement, and its efforts in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Peskovitz.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Krishnan. Well, welcome to all of you, our brand new students. You are about to engage on a critical rite of passage on your journey towards becoming physicians. And we are just so very proud that you are starting this important journey right here at OUWB, Oakland University, Beaumont School of Medicine. You know, in many ways, this white coat ceremony marks a sacred tradition into our most important profession. When I started medical school, I didn't have this most delicious and wonderful tradition. The first white coat ceremony began in 1993 when Dr. Arnold Gold, a pediatric neurologist, created this ceremony at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. But actually, if you really think about it, the true origins of this rite of passage actually dates back many millennia with what we refer to as our Hippocratic Oath. And that oath is our physician's pledge that we will only prescribe beneficial treatments according to each physician's abilities and judgments, and that we will refrain from causing harm or hurt to our patients, and that we promise to live an exemplary life, both a personal and a professional life. I've personally learned that living up to this oath means that being a physician isn't really just a career choice, it's actually a life choice. And no matter what you go on to do in the rest of your life, even if you go on to be a university president, you will always be a physician. This transition of what you are about to do isn't about ever just going to work as a doctor. You will always be a physician. You're never going to think about it as going to work. Being a physician, being a doctor is going to be a part of who you are from this day forward forever. Being a part of this journey is at the heart about healing and about serving. And putting that dedication into practice is the most challenging and the most rewarding thing you will ever do for the rest of your life. As a medical institution here at OUWB, our obligation to you is to provide you, our students, with the best possible and most comprehensive education. As educators of the next generation of medical students and ultimately medical providers, we're committed to patient-centered, evidence-based care that promotes better health for every single patient and for the communities that we serve. You are entering medical school at the most critical time, a time when your service, your gifts, and your talents are needed now more than ever before. Care and compassion are the pathways to building understanding of the people and circumstances that you will confront. The path ahead of you is not an easy one, but we've picked you because we know that you are the most talented, capable, remarkable individuals, and we know that you are up to the task. The understanding that you have with the education and the values that you have and that you will receive put you in a position to be leaders and to become healers. And what you are about to do, which is to put on a white coat, is symbolic. It means that you will accept the challenge and that you will accept the responsibility to heal patients in need. It means that you will seek truth. It means that you will make decisions that are based on scientific understanding of the world around you. Wearing the white coat means that you will stand up for integrity, for high ethical standards that we here at OUWB promote. It means being selfless. It means being altruistic. It means endeavoring to improve health and to prevent disease. We want you to approach each and every day here at OUWB with our values in your mind and in your heart. Be compassionate and serve with dignity and empathy every step and every day. Seek partnerships and collaborations and value teamwork. Be an innovator, be entrepreneurial, and seek answers. Conduct yourself honestly and ethically, and seek excellence always. Seek excellence in your professional life, but don't forget to seek excellence in your personal life as well. And today and henceforth, every day from today on, take it upon yourself to make the world a better place. We are so delighted that you have chosen to join us here at OUWB. Welcome. We are so very proud of each and every one of you. Welcome, Dr. Brown. Thank you.
Hello. You all look fabulous. We asked the students from the class of 2027 to share information about themselves, and so I'd like to take a few minutes to tell everyone about these remarkable individuals. While I do that, please enjoy a slideshow presentation of the newest additions to the OUWB family. You, the class of 2027, are an amazing group. You are well-traveled, having visited over 110 countries, including Argentina, Bahrain, Cambodia, Denmark, Egypt, Finland, Ghana, Haiti, India, Japan, Kuwait, Laos, Montenegro, Nepal, Pakistan, Qatar, Russia, South Korea, Tahiti, Ukraine, Vietnam, Wales, and so many more. You have completed studies at over 50 different undergraduate institutions. And over the past 4 years, you've been cheering with mascots such as banana slugs, Broncos, Bruins, Cougars, Dragons, Ducks, Eagles, Gators, Golden Grizzlies, Huskies, Mountain Lions, Panthers, Patriots, Pilgrims, Sage Hens, Spartans, Tritons, Warriors, Wolverines, and many more. We asked you about your hobbies, and this is what the class of 2027 had to say. Music is a big part of your life. In the class of 2027, there are many students who enjoy listening to all kinds of music. There are students who can play instruments such as the guitar, piano, drums, French horn, and ukulele. Some like to sing, and so many of you reported that you love dancing. There's one of you in here who was even nationally ranked as an Irish dancer and competed for 15 years. OUWB encourages you to continue your love for music throughout medical school by participating in our a cappella singing group, Da Cappella, our instrumental group, Spinal Chords, and one of our newest student organizations, Evidence-Based Medicine, a dance group. The class of 2027 is filled with sports enthusiasts. If you're not playing sports, you're cheering on your team, streaming games, and discussing breaking news in professional sports. Members of this class participate in team sports such as football, volleyball, hockey, soccer, ultimate frisbee, pickleball, and volleyball. We even have a Division III women's basketball national champion and a former professional soccer player in Germany. You all perfect your aim in golf, ping pong, and tennis. And while some of you prefer to push yourself to the next level of competition with martial arts, 2 of you in here even have black belts. Members of your class are really into physical fitness. Those of you who do said you enjoy kickboxing, Pilates, CrossFit, spinning, weightlifting, yoga, and working out. And all of you will be at home inside Oakland University's rec center and the outdoor circuit training court. Everyone who mentioned they liked cycling, hiking, running, and walking will be very glad to know that there are over 6 miles of trails right around campus, plus many scenic trails available both in Oakland County and throughout the state of Michigan. Speaking of the outdoors, that is where the class of 2027 enjoys their free time. You all love gardening, exploring nature, camping, and gazing at the stars. Members of your class climb up rocks, ski or snowboard down mountains, hike through canyons, and even skydive. One of you in here somewhere went on a solo backpacking trip in Central America for 9 months during their gap year, and another one of you has visited as many as 20 national parks. Some students like to be in the water fishing, catching waves, swimming, and scuba diving, while others of you prefer to relax on the beach. You never miss a photo op in front of a waterfall, and some of you enjoy boating, while others prefer to cruise around in a kayak. The class of 2027 also knows their way around an oven. There are a number of cooks and bakers in this class, and even more of you who love and are always available to sample new food. This sounds like a win-win for both groups when it's time to try a new recipe. Now, we have to talk about coffee because it's always mentioned as a class favorite. And so I don't want you to worry, class of 2027. We have a Keurig in the student lounge, so you can always, find a way to make your daily cup, and maybe your second, and maybe your third. But besides eating and drinking, the student lounge is also a place designated just for OUWB medical students to be able to come together and socialize, collaborate, de-stress, and just take a break when you need. The lounge is a great place to chat with friends while working on things like your crocheting or embroidery, knitting or sewing projects. You can pull up a chair in the craft corner for calligraphy, drawing, painting, or scrapbooking. So many of you love to read, It's a great place to take personal time out and bring your favorite novel or a pen and spend a little bit of time doing a crossword puzzle or maybe journaling. Or, for those of you who enjoy healthy competition, you can play with any of the board games or the Xbox or the PlayStation. You often see the world around you through your camera lens. And we hope that the photographers and social media experts in the class of 2027 will help us document your medical journey by sharing photos of you and your classmates throughout your entire program. Now, your class is very family-oriented, and many of you have shared how much you love spending time with your family and friends, but most of all, your pets. Dogs were the #1 animal mentioned as students enjoy playing with them and training them. You use your skills to help train leader dogs for the blind. And one of you in here actually enjoys beekeeping in your spare time, while several others enjoy volunteering with all kinds of animals. There's also one person who spent time on the conservation of sea turtles and someone else who volunteered with tigers. You all are brave. Other pets to make the list this year were cats, fish, and parrots. Now, each year, we ask the incoming class to tell us something interesting about themselves. And we learned so many unique things, and I want to share just a few. 10 of you are Oakland University graduates, so welcome back, Grizzlies. 5 students in this class have a twin, and one of you is a triplet. Some of you will be the next generation of physicians in your family, and some of you will be the first. Several of you speak multiple languages, and one of your classmates can speak 4. Those of you who are new to Michigan will love our cider mills, and one of your classmates even grew up working with their family at Yates. It's just down the road in Rochester Hills, and it's amazing. You are committed to completing your goals, no matter how difficult or challenging they may seem. We're not surprised at this level of dedication and focus. Your drive and determination are what created the path that led you here to OUWB. As a class, you have spent over 106,000 hours providing service to your local community, school, and abroad. This is what just a few of you had to say about your favorite acts of service. My favorite service project was my time spent volunteering at Haven House, a homeless shelter for families in East Lansing. I was grateful for the opportunity to show clients that someone's in their corner. Another student in the class shared, I absolutely loved volunteering with Sleep in Heavenly Peace, an organization whose mission is to ensure no child sleeps on the floor in our town. Seeing the smiles on the faces of children and parents when we delivered their new beds was incredibly heartwarming. And someone else shared, working at Gleaner's Mercado Community Food Bank in downtown Detroit, where I worked to serve over 1,200 families each week, all while being able to practice my Spanish, was one of the most rewarding experiences I've had. And finally, one of you shared, my favorite project was volunteering for root causes, because I had the opportunity to support underserved and at-risk populations who struggled with food insecurity, financial instability, chronic health conditions, or limited access to safe public transportation. There are far too many wonderful stories to share here today, but I can assure you that they all had one common theme: the passion for service to others and wanting to make a difference. We're looking forward to all the many positive ways you will serve and contribute to the OUWB community. So thank you, class of 2027, for sharing a bit with us about yourselves. We look forward to learning much more about you over the course of the next 4 years. And now it's my privilege to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Jay Fisher. He has been a practicing physician for 27 years upon completing his training in the obstetrics and gynecology residency program at Beaumont. Today, Dr. Fisher is the current president of the medical staff at Corewell Health William Beaumont University Hospital. He is responsible for this group's generous gift to our students, their first stethoscopes. The medical staff has ensured this tradition since our very first white coat ceremony. We are grateful for their continued support and interest in equipping our students to be their very best from the absolute beginning of their medical school journey. Please welcome Dr. Jay Fisher.
Thank you very much for that introduction. I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm not nearly the public speaker that President Peskovitz is, nor do I have any really cool slides of scenery and pets that you just saw. But really, when you said that many years that I've been in practice, it made me feel like, okay, that doesn't make, I'm not that old. That can't be. I will say that when I was, this has been a little bit of a rough week for me. When I first sat down to write this speech and avoid the urge to see what ChatGPT could come up with, I kind of was reflecting on my career. And despite the fact that I've probably delivered over 3,000 babies and participated in tens of thousands of surgeries and care for women as an OB-GYN, I got to experience firsthand the power of the profession that I belong to this week, as I have a close family member who has been in the ICU for the last week. And as I sat by her bed in the ICU, I kind of got to appreciate how impressive my colleagues at the hospital, at William Beaumont University Hospital, are in taking care of my family members. It was really a remarkable experience to see how the system works to take care of people. And despite the fact that we as physicians tend to look at things with a critical eye, which is both a blessing and a curse, we spend a lot of time criticizing and talking about how things could be done better. But the fact of the matter is, when the system works, it works really well, and we should be very proud of that. So I think that as I was kind of reflecting on the speech that I'd like to give, I was also searching YouTube videos and came across one in particular that was a speech by somebody in North Carolina that kind of talked about the difference between being and doing. And I kind of wanted to focus on that because I'm betting over the last year or two, as you were preparing to graduate from college, you were asked dozens, perhaps hundreds of times, what are you going to do when you graduate? And it's a relatively simple question and extremely common, but the answer sometimes isn't so easy. I think that perhaps many of you knew early on that you wanted to go to medical school. And while some of you may have had the confidence in your MCAT scores or your grades to say, well, I'm going to medical school, some of you probably weren't that confident and couched it with, well, I'd like to go to medical school. And not knowing for sure you would be able to get in, I think gave some people pause, but you've made it. But I would suggest that the question, what do you want to do, is far different than what do you want to be. These seemingly similar queries carry profound distinctions, and understanding them will shape the remarkable journey that you have ahead. What do you want to do addresses specific career paths that you may envision in the field of medicine. These are essential choices that will shape your medical careers, but they merely represent steps along the path. What do you want to be transcends the limitations of a singular title. It encapsulates an ideal, a gestalt, an overarching process that extends far beyond a mere word or phrase. Being something bigger than can be defined in simple terms, it encompasses continued growth, learning, and development. Consider this reflection. When did you know you wanted to be a doctor? For some of you, it may be as far back as you can remember, an innate desire that seemed to have been ingrained in your very being. For some of you, it may have been while you were applying to medical school, thinking, well, if I don't get into this, I could do that. Somebody recently asked me this, and I tried to figure out when it was that I wanted to be a doctor. And I couldn't really remember, but I think it may go as far back as middle school. And the only reason I think that is because I took German in high school. Now, why would I take German in high school? I seem to remember somebody telling me that a lot of the medical terms and phrases are from German roots, and they'll make medical school easier. I can tell you for a fact, it did not make medical school any easier. But I do think that it's something that may have shaped my decision, or at least helped me know when that decision was made. I know I may have wanted to be a doctor because when I was in high school, that was what I was told was the smartest or brightest or most motivated people did, at least if they had the intestinal fortitude to get there. But today, I think it takes something else. Being a doctor is more than a profession. It's a calling to be something that will make a difference, be of service to others, be someone who wants to change lives. Today, we stand at the threshold of a medical school experience as distinct from the past. In the pursuit of being a person that can make the most significant impact, it's no longer enough to be the brightest or most motivated. You must not be solely driven by financial gain, but by the deep-rooted desire to make a difference, to do the most good, to make the most positive changes in people's lives. Most of the smartest and brightest and most motivated kids that you all grew up with probably did not go into medicine. Certainly, if they were financially motivated, they're not sitting in this room. However, if someone was focused on being a person who could make the most difference, do the most good, and become someone that was really going to change people's lives, they're probably sitting to your left and to your right. As you embark on your medical school journey, you will be asked time and time again, what do you want to do? Your specialty choices, your residency decisions. For some of you, it may be going on to do a residency in neurology, orthopedic surgery, pediatrics, or if you're really not that bright but motivated to make a difference, OB-GYN. These are important stepping stones that will shape your immediate future, but they do not define the essence of who you want to be. To be truly successful in life and in medicine, I encourage each of you to focus on becoming the thoughtful, altruistic, devoted, passionate individuals beyond the temporary label of doctor before your name. It is your character, empathy, and your decision and your dedication to helping others that truly matter. Remember, do is temporary, be is forever. Embrace the ideal of being the best version of yourselves, dedicated to serving humanity and making a profound impact on the lives of others. Your medical school experience is just the beginning of a lifelong journey of growth and development, of continuously striving to be the change that you wish to see in the world. So as you embark on this path of medicine, carry with you the wisdom of knowing the difference between what you want to do and what you want to be. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the triumphs, never lose sight of the compassionate, devoted healers that you are destined to become. Congratulations on this extraordinary new chapter in your lives, and may your pursuit of being be filled with fulfillment, purpose, and immeasurable success. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fisher. So now, on to the white coats. The donning of the white coat marks the beginning of each student's journey to becoming a physician. For more than 100 years, the white coats have been worn by physicians and students, symbolizing the trust between patients and their physicians. Today, in the presence of family and friends, our students will be welcomed into the profession and ceremonially cloaked by their PRISM faculty mentors. The PRISM mentor is a Corewell Health physician who will guide a group of 19 students over the next 4 years. This mentor will provide support for the students as they grow both personally and professionally. We feel it is most fitting for the mentor to mark this event by assisting each student with their coat for the very first time. Our physician mentors for the class of 2027 are Dr. Melissa Basie, a 2015 charter class alum of OUWB from the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Dr. Robert Burke, Pulmonary and Critical Care, Dr. Leonardo Cavanato, Orthopedic Surgery, Dr. Barbara Herzig, Psychiatry, Dr. Shabana Kaladi, Pediatrics, Dr. Leah Myers, Family Medicine, and Dr. Joanne Smith, Obstetrics and Gynecology. By establishing this ritual at the beginning of medical school, we are reinforcing the notion that the responsibilities of a physician start today. This ceremony highlights the primacy of the doctor-patient relationship and the obligation to strive for excellence, to show compassion, and to lead lives of righteousness and honor. Students, inside each one of your white coats today is a note of inspiration and encouragement written to you by a Corewell physician as a special welcome to the OUWB family. Dr. Fisher will be presenting the students with their first stethoscope as medical students. So let's get started with the presentation of the coats. Once again, we ask that our guests keep the aisles clear as students process across the stage and back to their seats. And I'd like to invite Dr. Basie's group to please stand and approach the stage. And Dr. Basie, if you could please join me on the stage. As I call each student's name, please come forward to be coded. Zara Al-Fatlawi. Daha Al-Rasul. Angelica Alexopoulos. Ariel Banks. Shivapriya Chandu. Sophie Dixon. Gabrielle Gappy. Megna Iyer. Abdullah Jalal. Nelson Jones. Joseph Lanice. Diana Mansour. Ty Metzger. Neil Patel. Chi Fan. Jonathan Stern. Joshua Thomas. Mary Zielinski. Thank you, Dr. Basie. Dr. Burke, if you could please join me on the stage. Julia Abbo. Mohammed Abdihadi. James Burmeister. Chloe Connolly. Yulia Dobrin. Navneet Garcha. Andrew George. Megan Giles. Tyler Hershenhouse. Sarah Ibrahim. Suzanne Irani. Maya Nassif. Christopher Nikolopoulos. Asher Odisho. Chiwa Sun. Catherine Workman. Jonathan Shee. Mandy Zhu. Thank you, Dr. Burke. Dr. Cavanato, if you could please join me on the stage. Muzamil Ahmad. Jukta Basu. Nicholas Belair. Deanna Castillo. Shreya Desai. Haichi Guo. Grace Jackson. Sana Latif. William Meeker. Zoe Michael. Conrad Phelan. Kamaria Poitier. Christopher Ramus. David Suh. Shazal Siddiqui. Sarah Lee Thomas. Min Stevenson Vu. Lauren Walken. Thank you, Dr. Cavanato. Dr. Herzig, please join me on the stage. Alyssa Cadez Martin. Lydia Duong. Myra Ismail. Kultri Hoja. Emily Jagenberg. Jordan Kamen. Zainab Katana. Audrey Lamb. Summer Mon. Eva Neuenschwander. Arian Packray. Peter Prescott. Hadia Rabani. Kaylin Ray. Trenton Reinecke. Arthur Soroyan. Tate Shepard. Alex Zhang. Thank you, Dr. Herzog. Dr. Kaladi, please join me on the stage. Ahmed Ahmed. Madeline Denton. Patrick Gabriel. Valerie Georges. Amanda Henderson. Bennett Hendricks. Zaheen Hossein. Jordan Engber. Faisal Jawra. Sama Joseph. Rachel Lloyd. Cody Park. Amelia Rodriguez Espinoza. Emily Russick. Rahul Shamarayar. Zoe Schreckengas. Emily Thurl. Sarah Trumza. Thank you, Dr. Kaladi. Dr. Myers, if you could please join me on the stage. Rana Amouche. Claire Bagley. Rami Dali. Connor Dixon. Tina Izad. Malik Jawad. Pallavi Cancray. Ali Naji, excuse me. Nora Nehruk. Miriam Aloku. Sama Ramo. Kyle Robinson. Nadia Shevley. Allison Tyag. Emily Tenniswood. Thea Wilkins Reed. Raymond Wong. Corey Zhang. Thank you, Dr. Myers. Dr. Smith, please join me on the stage. Isha Ahmed. Faiza Bashar. Somia Chenyupati. Astha Daria. Myron Gappy. Luke George. Zishan Javed. Jimmy Lau. Jessica Maximic. Emily Mazier. Michael Nazmafar. Sarah Nortellis. Haith Patel. Marcor Peterson, Mira Prabhu, Haley Robinson, Anne-Marie Jung, Moraine Menikoff. Thank you, Dr. Smith. And let's give our students one final round of applause. I have had the pleasure of working with our next speaker in his role as the president of our medical student government. It seems like only yesterday I was calling his name at his white coat ceremony. From the class of 2026, please welcome Joseph Solomon.
Thank you, Dr. Brown, for the kind introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm Joey Solomon, an M2, currently serving as our medical student government president. I'm excited for the privilege to speak with you here today. Congratulations on receiving your white coat. I know exactly how you're feeling, as I was in your seat just 1 year ago. Today, you officially begin the spectacular journey to become a physician. With my time now, I'd like to give you a look into what to expect the coming months. In the next few days, you will meet your very first patients in an anatomy lab. This surreal opportunity is provided by generous donors making the ultimate final sacrifice in donating their bodies to our education. Be respectful and be grateful for this privilege. Here you will align your book work with practical application, and it will be over in the blink of an eye. So seize the opportunity before it is over. In the second semester, you will find yourself applying your foundational knowledge to organ systems. If you can find a minute to reflect, you'll feel the relief of making it through your first semester of medical school, and you'll realize the journey has already changed you. The special thing about this journey is that each of you will have your very unique story. During this crazy first year, remember to embrace the warm community that is OUWB. After acclimating to the academics, take advantage of the student organizations, physician panels, clinical skills nights, and specialty talks to broaden your horizons. Your time is valuable and it's limited, so choose to invest in things that you are passionate about. Personally, I participated in the pediatric interest group, emergency medicine interest group, and the OBGYN interest group. These will teach you different ways medicine can impact people and help you discover what specialty you may want to pursue by showing you how you can impact medicine. I also chose to get involved in medical student government as an M1 senator and now as president, volunteering at Make a Difference Day as a cheerleader for breast cancer survivors, and mentoring children through our community partner at La Casa Amiga. I want to end by leaving you with 3 pieces of advice that I wish I had going into my first year of medical school. 1, never lose sight of your why. Amidst the rat race for high academic achievement, volunteer hours, research publications, and leadership positions, always rest in why you began this journey. This next year and every step thereafter will challenge you, your morals, and your why. Holding this tight will keep you grounded and give you the strength to persist even when doubt creeps in. Each and every one of you has your own elevator pitch as to why you went into medicine, and many, I presume, include helping people. Never lose sight of your why, whatever it may be. 2, make time for memories and for friends, for they will be fostered by the shared challenges you all will be facing. The people next to you will be your future colleagues, but also your closest support system for these next few years. I've been fortunate enough to get close to some of the most amazing and kind-hearted individuals I have ever known. Surround yourself with people that make you aspire to be the best version of yourself and lean on your people. 3, being a great physician begins with being a good person. This sounds obvious, but along this journey, you will be tempted to take shortcuts or make the easy decision. It will take great moral courage in some moments to make the right decision. I challenge each and every one of you to make a habit of embracing your values and have the courage to stand for what is right. This profession gives us the privilege of interacting with our communities and being with people in their most vulnerable moments. People respect this white coat and listen to those who wear it. That carries with it an immense responsibility to walk courageously to be good to those around us. So remember your why, find your people along the way, and continue to be a good person. Remember, not every decision you make will be easy, but each one is important. Stay true to yourself. I look forward to seeing you, my fellow medical students, in the hallways and the hospitals. Congratulations and welcome to OUWB.
At this time, I'd like to call Dr. Peskovitz back to the podium to lead the class in the oath. Just kidding. Before we do that, the Dean of OUWB was unable to be here with us physically, but Dean Dwayne Meswa, recorded a special message for you all prior to his departure, and so we'd like to play that message for you all.
I've had several occasions to interact with Joseph Solomon, including in Poland last week for our Holocaust and Medicine program. Joey is a great student leader and was an excellent choice to speak today about the first-year experiences of medical school. We talked about his participation in this white coat ceremony, so I know he offered the students some sound advice. Thank you, Joey. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dwayne Meswa, Stephen Scharf Dean of OUWB. I extend my sincere apologies for not being in the room with you today. I'm away from the office in Omaha, Nebraska, where I am attending a family event. I'm grateful that I can share this video message with you. I have worn many white coats in my 40-plus year career, and I've never forgotten how it felt to put on that first one. Class of 2027, I can assure you that how you're feeling right now in that coat is going to be etched in your memory. 4 years ago, the class of 2023 received their first white coats at a ceremony just like this one. 2 months ago, on May 12th, they were the 9th class to graduate from our school. At this time, it seems like a long way off, but I'd like you to see the joy of commencement day and what it looks like to reach your goal of completing medical school. Please play the video. I'm going back to August 9th, 2019. On this day, I was the interim dean, and it was the first time I hosted that event. I remember sharing smiles with you as I extended my hand. That simple handshake was symbolic, signaling the beginning of your medical journey with us.
Pretty soon, you will be receiving the most important title of your life. You'll be called doctor.
I want to tell you that I think there's something really magical about your education at OUWB, because the school has made humanism and the human connection critically important.
On behalf of all OUWB graduates, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the community of OUWB alumni. Congratulations and thank you.
I implore you, for your patients, for your colleagues, for your team members, to be in the moment and to practice the humanity that OUWB has emphasized over the last 4 years.
Your energy, your tenacity, your dedication will remain with OUWB forever.
Remember that though we may not realize it at the time, being intentional with even the small conversations we share in passing, and having a willingness to recognize that we will always have room to grow can make the biggest difference in our training and our careers. Because the way we treat each other and those around us will always be the most important legacy we leave behind.
Kindness is contagious. Compassion is contagious. Every moment we choose compassion, we move toward a better world.
That ceremony was my 5th time, and every time I'm on that stage, I'm overwhelmed with pride as I greet the newest OUWB doctors. Those doctors, now alumni, are applying their training and residencies in 26 states, 45% of them remaining in Michigan, with 20% at Corewell Health. Others have started at places such as Cleveland Clinic, Yale, Johns Hopkins, and at 4 University of California locations, Irvine, Los Angeles, San Diego, and Davis Medical Center. Today, it is your turn to start your medical school journey. And believe me, it's a life-changing one. When our school was established, the leadership knew they were committing to some big life changes too. It began when founding dean, Dr. Robert Folberg, was interviewing for his job. He was asked by Beaumont physician, Dr. David Forst, the following question. I know you can train a physician to be academically brilliant, but how will you train a doctor to be kind? The answer is that we start by welcoming students like all of you, who have the attributes of compassion, altruism, and empathy. These personal qualities indicated that you were a fit for the OUWB culture. With your class community service hours totaling more than 106,000, we are off to a great start. In the months ahead, your world will be changing quickly, and you will amaze yourself at how you will put into practice the new techniques that you've learned. You will be fully prepared to make a complete patient diagnosis that you will deliver the OUWB way, with kindness and compassion. And our faculty members, staff, and health professionals will be there to support and encourage you to the finish line. That is the countdown at Match Day, where you will learn about your residency placement, to Commencement Day, where we will call you doctor for the first time. I'd like to end with a final challenge. At the turn of the last century, Buckminster Fuller was an American visionary and architect who invented the geodesic dome like the one at Epcot. I'd like to share with you a quote from him that I often read to myself. It is called Dare to Be Yourself. Never forget that if there weren't any need for you and all your uniqueness to be on this earth, you wouldn't be here in the first place. And never forget, no matter how overwhelming life's challenges and problems seem to be, that one person can make a difference in the world. In fact, it is always because of one person that all the changes that matter in the world come about. So, be that one person. Class of 2027, I wish you courage to make the tough and ethical decisions. I wish you perseverance throughout your journey despite the lows. I wish you humility and the compassion that supports that humility. I hope that you will always know that everyone in this room is happy that you are here at OUWB. Welcome to our family. Now it is my honor to invite Dr. Ora Hirsch-Peskovitz back to the podium to lead you through the Oath of Geneva, the physician's pledge that honors the humanitarian goals of medicine.
Well, thank you so much, Dean Meswa. We're so sorry that you couldn't be here with us today. All of you should see in your programs the Declaration of Geneva, the Oath of Geneva. It's right here. And I'm going to ask all of you, our new students who are wearing your white coats, and if you are a physician, you are also invited to please rise and turn to the oath that is in your program. If you're not a physician, you're not invited to participate in this. But otherwise, if you're a physician or a new physician-to-be, I'm going to ask you to participate in the Oath of Geneva with me. So please recite each verse after me. At the time of being admitted as a member of the medical profession, you will say these words. I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit considerations of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of health care. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Thank you very much. You may now all be seated. And now I invite Dr. Brown back to the podium. This has been a most inspiring and wonderful, wonderful ceremony today. Welcome back, Dr. Brown.
Thank you, Dr. Peskovitz. Class of 2027, could you please rise? I think this would be an ideal time to have you look around the room and say thank you to all of the family members, loved ones, and friends who brought you to this day. And now I ask us all one more time to congratulate the class of 2027. You may be seated. Before we conclude, I'd like to recognize the team members from the Office of Student Affairs who worked for many, many months on this white coat ceremony and the entire orientation week. They thought of all the details to make sure this event and the events that occurred this week run as smoothly as possible. So thank you, Katie Torma, Jamie Vassell, Dr. Jennifer Root, and Patty Zoya. Thank you all, and I hope to see you at the reception.